halfway through the walk, stopped to do my 5 minutes of resting squats. I got 30 minutes done yesterday. It was pretty easy to get it done. We were out, there were some things we were out doing, so I was able to just sit down and copy squat several times and hit the timer, and I got it done before the end of the night. It felt pretty good. Just trying to, obviously, get deeper into it. And obviously my ankles are still up. It's only day 2. I got more to go. But I feel better already. Just the walk over here, I didn't have any of the pain and issues in the hip that I get when I'm walking. I can feel it now stretching, the dull ache back there right now. But you know what? Let's just continue working at it and it'll get better. Some of the places that I found, I have a natural ability to put my feet up on a curb or something like that. So just try and do anything I can to just stay down in this squat for as long as I can. All right, it was good for the first round. Got my morning stretch done in the house before I went out for my walk. It was just a little 5-minute, 6-minute little morning stretch. Waking the body up after you get up out of bed. And I throw the sweatsuit on, get out here and get my walk going. In this position right here, right now, I'm trying to get my ankles, my feet down flat. I'm holding on to the bench in front of me, just kind of leaning back into the hips. Trying to get the chest up a little bit, just trying to sink deeper into that. Get more flexibility in the hips, obviously, and then I'll be able to rotate forward and sit down flat on my feet. Right now, I have to force myself to do that. Eventually, I'd like to be able to just do it naturally. squat. Oh. All right, that was it. That was 5 minutes. All right, that was 5 minutes of my squatting routine, getting the hips opened up, and now we're gonna continue with our walk, get the rest of the walk done, and then we will get home and get our X3 on. Like I said, right now we're just starting from the basics. Eventually, after about a week or so of getting my hips loosened up, I'm gonna start adding some crab crawls, some beast crawls, and some ape walks in with this little routine in the morning when I come out here. It's a nice pad right here where I can do the walks and the crawls back and forth. There's also a park closer to my house that has, got grass and stuff. So that's gonna be part of the program in the morning, is go out for my walk, do the squats, do the crab crawls, do the beast crawls, do the ape walks, get things more limber, more mobile, and then we will progress from there. So right now, it's the beginning. We're just getting hips opened up and getting so that we can actually put our shoes on without feeling pain in our hips and our back, because that sucks. And I don't feel like being one of those old people that can't bend over to tie their shoes when they're old. So you gotta start now. Should have started earlier, but you know what? It's not too late. I'm gonna get it done. So I will see you at home when I get my X3 on. All right, good morning. We are back. We are home. We are back in the pit. Finished my walk. I got my squats in, and along the way, you saw the little turtle that I ran into. Kind of cute, kind of caught me by surprise. Didn't even know that there were any out there, but it was pretty cool. Anyway, so where I'm at with pull days, since I'm no longer going to be doing deadlifts at this juncture, at this moment, I'm going to start doing pull-ups. And actually what I'm going to start with today is I'm just going to start with some dead hangs. I've got my timer over here. I've got it set for 30-second work, 30-second rest, and I'm going to do, I think it's 5 rounds of that, and that's what's going to be my back exercise right now for pull-ups in place. That I just want to get the stretch and get that hanging, and then we'll do our bent rows, we'll do our curls, we'll do our legs, and we'll be done. So I'm starting from the basics. Actually what I really want to do is I want to stretch and I want to decompress that spine and let everything just hang for a while. And I'm going to do this for, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks, maybe a week or two, and then we'll get into start doing pull-ups instead of doing dead hangs. But right now we're doing dead hangs with a timer, and probably each time I'll up the timer a little bit more so I can do it a little bit longer. So right now we're doing dead hangs with a 30-second timer and 30-second rest for 5 rounds. Got my timer. 10-second ready to go. And I'll be putting my feet over here, so I'll be completely hanging and I'll be in a kind of a hollow body position.
Halfway there. 3, 2, 1, rest.
Whew, I can feel a couple pops in my back on that. Whew, I feel good as I got longer into it. I could just feel my body just lengthening more and the lower back straightening out more and stretching more. Felt good. Whew. Probably should have been doing these all along, but just the primal feeling of just lifting heavy things, whether with the band or with weights, just always felt good to me. and actually doing all this is kind of different. So I like doing different. I like changing it up. I like challenging my body.
3, 2, 1, go. Halfway there. 3, 2, 1, rest.
Whew. These are just dead hangs. Just letting the shoulders right all the way up, letting everything totally stretch out. Trying to get a little bit of a hollow body there. Kind of get my feet up over that bar and then really kind of lengthening the spine there. Instead of pulling your feet up, I just want to lengthen everything as long as I can.
Three, two, one, go. Halfway there. 3, 2, 1, rest.
Whew, I felt good. I know I'm gonna end up being sore after doing even just this, because it's actually pulling my muscles in a whole different direction than I have been doing. Obviously, when I did the pull-ups last week or 2 weeks ago, I could feel all in my ribs, everything from doing the pull-ups. So this is great to do something in a totally different direction that we've been doing with the bent rows and the deadlifts.
2, 1, go. Halfway there. 3, 2, 1, workout complete.
Whew. All right, that was 5 rounds and 4 minutes and 30 seconds total. And I'll take the rounds up for tomorrow, or next time I do this, I'll take the rounds up. I'll do it right now. I'll take it up to 6 rounds. There we go. So now we're set. Next time we do this, it'll be 6 rounds. And that'll be obviously every other day. And I'm replacing deadlifts with dead hangs right now. After I get comfortable with that, then we'll start doing some active hangs where you pull your shoulders down and you hang there. And as I get stronger at that, then we will start doing the pull-ups in place of the deadlifts. I'm still gonna be doing deadlifts later on, but right now, this is what we're doing. We're getting our back stronger, getting stronger in other ways. All right, bent rows. We're gonna give this some effort here. I have not done anything, obviously, since I hurt my back, and I haven't done anything in that position. So I'm going with the blue band, which is the same as the light gray band. And I'm gonna be doing pronated over the top, because I can get into a better position here with my back and hold it in a better position instead of being way bent over with your supinated. I can get here and I can really just lock it in. And I'm gonna give this a try and see what it does, you know, and I think I'll be all right. Let's get a set down. Oh. 21 on those. Just trying to do, I got a semi-isometric move. So coming up to the top, squeezing it, holding it there, just squeezing everything as hard as you can. Obviously back down slow. Coming up, and I'm trying to hold most of that tension in my knees, bent knees, back at a 45. Coming up, trying to hold as much of that tension here instead of being so far forward and pulling like this, which puts a lot more strain into the back. I can feel my hip and my low back a little bit at the end there, so I didn't want to push it anymore. But 21 was good, I could feel it. Out of breath, and I haven't done walk back for a little bit, so that was good. So we'll work on those going forward. I'm thinking of trying to do some type of row, like with using a pole here to put the band around and do a seated row. So I may be incorporating that. So we'll see how that goes. Whew. All right, for biceps. Biceps, I'm doing a double set. Continue doing a double set. We're gonna do the main work on the pull-up bar. We're gonna be doing chin-ups. We're gonna be concentrating on getting the full length stretch of the bicep and coming up and really holding that peak. I've got my blue band here for assistance because I'm weak. After we do a full set to total exhaustion, we'll take a little break and then we'll do the standard X3 drag curl to totally burn it out. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Whew. Whew. There's 12 total with those. Trying to get that big stretch at the end, all the way down. Get that big stretch and then coming up and obviously peaking at the top. That's gonna be the new program. Chin-ups, followed by drag curls. All right, time for some drag curls. I really like that chin up because your arm is really in an extended position. That bicep is really stretched out. And you're not only using it on this part, but you're also using it up here when you're pulling in, and you're actually using all of your bicep, whereas in the curls, you're just using that bottom end. And I'm not a scientist, so I can't tell you all the reasons why, but that just works. I switched over to the blue band too. Standard X3 drag curls. Oh my God. 30. And again, just trying to do an isometric at the top. Come up to wherever you get that final contraction, hold it and squeeze both arms at the same time. Slowly let it back down. And then even just doing this now, an isometric without anything on it. Whew. I can feel the fatigue setting into my arms right now as I'm just doing this. Come down, full stretch, stretch. There's something to be said about straight arm strength. Your bicep is used in this position. Although it's not contracted, it is still reinforcing the elbow and all the arm, along with the tricep on the back. It's reinforcing and holding that locked position. I will be learning more about that going forward, doing moves on the ground, learning to do other things, handstands, other things I want to try and incorporate into my program, not just the X3. X3 is the end of the workout program to just make sure that I get everything out of it. So obviously going forward with the mobility is going to be my focus with the X3, the ending of all. All right, so I'm gonna take a little break and we're gonna finish off with some split squats. I'm not gonna overdo it because, like I said, I'm still working on this, still feel tinges and little dull pain back in there, so I'm not gonna overdo it, but I'm gonna give the legs a work. All right, let's get some legs done. Starting off with the right leg because I still have the hip and the low back problem, so we're gonna go first with this while we're still at the strongest point. Oh. 20 is good. I'm still doing the squats during the day, 30 minutes. I've already got 5 minutes down. So that is taking a more toll onto my legs. And I'm also doing a stretch during the day also. Whew. Where I'm just doing a split squat stretch, coming down, knee down, coming forward, really trying to open the hip up. So I'm doing that during the day also. Whew. While I'm doing my squats, or my 8 position. Whew. That was good. I already did a walk this morning, already did my squats and stuff, so legs are a little tired. It's a good way to finish them off. All right, I got one more to go. All right, let's get this last one done. Yesterday I kind of went a little bit faster. We had things that my wife wanted to go do. Today I know we got things to do, but it's not like right away. Trying to not spend as much time out here doing the X3. I want to do the X3 in the fashion that Dr. J talks about. It's like 15-20 minutes to get it all done. That's why I'm back to just doing one set. And I'm focusing more on, obviously, my mobility and flexibility. Those issues is what I need to actually improve. And if you notice, if you see any of those people on YouTube who are doing any of those mobility and flexibility routines, they don't have all of this. They have all the muscle underneath showing, and this is gone. So I know I can switch over to that. I'll start working more of the core and getting more activity going and burning off more. Haven't been great with the diet for the past week or so, obviously because I hurt my back and I've been not doing a whole lot. And the wife does not help with the diet. But starting this program, gonna get going and working on it, gonna lose more fat. The sweatsuit freaking works fantastic. I'm out here burning up sweat right now just because I got the pants on. All right, let's get this last one. Ooh. 20 with that. I feel so much stronger with this leg because I don't have the hip flexor issues with this leg like I do with this one. So the left leg just feels more confident and stronger because I don't get those twinges. That's why we're working on flexibility and mobility. Ooh. Whew, all right, that's it for today's workout. Push day, or push day was just a pull day today. I've just spent right now. So it was a good pull day. Like I said, I'm transferring over to doing pull-ups in place of deadlifts right now until I get my back rehabbed and totally strong enough to be able to do deadlifts again. I have no idea how long until that's gonna be. I will be working on deadlift form during this time with a lighter band, just working on getting the form correct. so I don't hurt myself in my hips again. The pull-up bar is where I want to go. You can see what I did also is while I was in between, I actually put it up on some blocks now, so that when I do my pull-ups, I'm actually hanging off of the ground. I get a full stretch. My feet are off the ground now. That's what I want to get, is that full stretch. Then eventually get the active hang stretch, and then be able to do pull-ups and chin-ups. Eventually, of course, it will be a lot easier if I did lose some weight. I'm a fat guy with a skinny guy inside, trying to get him out, while still trying to maintain a life of, you know, some type of enjoyment. I'm not just gonna eat raw steak and drink water for the rest of my life. I'm still gonna go out and have some Mexican food, you know, pitcher of beer now and then. The wife likes to go to the wineries. We found a bunch of wineries down the river here. Not that we found them, they've always been there. It's just that we never was out looking for them. We had children and kids and stuff going on, and now that the kids are grown up and doing their thing, it gives us time to go out and do stuff. And of course, with my wife being disabled, I want to try and get her as much enjoyment out of life as I can. So going hanging out down at the wineries, drinking some wine, eating some cheese and crackers and just chilling, or going over to the breweries. A couple breweries over the river here. We can go, lots of breweries around this area, but we can go hang out at the breweries and have some beer and stuff. So I'm still trying to enjoy my life while still trying to trim this down. So it's a slower process than some of these other guys who get on the X3 results group and they go hardcore. They pay Daniel exorbitant amounts of money. They follow his diet plan, and within a matter of months, they're just all shredded up and everything. Hey, that's great if that's what you want to do. Me, I want to enjoy my life. I want to be strong enough to take care of my wife and my family, and I want to be mobile enough to be limber when I get older. So that's where I'm focusing now on. I want to be limber, be able to get down on the ground and do all those animal moves. Once you start using your muscles in all those weird directions, you're really gonna start noticing a lot more. I know I'm gonna start noticing a lot more, and I'm sure I'll get a hell of a workout doing that. So right now the focus is getting the hips mobile, doing the 30-day squat program. I'm already feeling better within the past day, and I did practice on the weekend. You're feeling better, and I will be doing more today. I will be doing more quad stretches, more hip stretches, hip flexors, open up the hip flexors, and I will be adding more mobility programs in as I go along here. I was just thinking to myself as I'm sitting here in between sets that I really wish I had a guided routine to follow of what I want to do, of just doing, you know, crab crawls, of doing, you know, beast crawls, of doing, you know, the squat and then the duck walks and other stuff. And I said to myself, why don't I just narrate my own program and I can just follow that every day? So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to sit down, I'm going to narrate my own program that I can follow in the headphones when I go out there and I work out, and I'll just give myself my own cues. 30 seconds of bear crawl, break, sit in a squat position, move to the next thing, just back and forth for 10, 15 minutes, ever how long it is I want to work out for. So look for that coming up. I need to get the time to actually sit down and write me out a little program and get that and start with that and see what I can do with that. So that's where we're going in this direction. X3 is, at this point, is always going to be part of my program. I love actually getting the total fatigue of the muscles. Pull-ups, I've always wanted to be able to just smash out muscle ups. So like that's what we're going to be working on. Instead of doing tons of deadlifts, we're going to be working on pull-ups and getting that strong. Bent rows will still be part of it. Curls will still be part of it, along with chin-ups. Split squats are freaking fantastic. Probably throw some front squats in with both legs once I'm able to get the mobility back, and maybe some other things with that also. Same thing with the push day, still doing all the pushes, but we're gonna add in some ground movement and stuff, which really gets your muscles moving in different directions and get your body actually having to be stronger in different directions with that mobility and flexibility coming in. So that's where my plan is going forward. I am starting to get up earlier in the morning. I got up earlier today than I did yesterday. I just need to be able to get out of bed between 5 and 5:30 and get going on my walk and get my walk done and get my workout done before I come home and get this on. So we're not burning up half of the day out here doing this. So that's my mindset right now, is to start getting up earlier and start getting those programs going. Thank you for everybody who's showing up, who just follows, you know, some Joe Blow in his backyard or at the park or whatever in the pit doing his X3, and now he's branching out into other things because he's figured out that X3 is just one part
of your 3 parts that you actually need. You need mobility, you need flexibility, and you need strength. You're gonna get strength with mobility, you're gonna get strength with flexibility, and you can get stronger with the X3 to finishing off your workout for the day. Even if I just take it out there to the park and I just do a quick workout after I finish doing my mobility stuff, that's still what I want to do, is just to finish off that total fatigue zone. Make your muscles scream, make them cry, make them grow, make them get stronger. That's it for today. We'll be back here tomorrow for a push day, get our walks done, get our squats done, work on some more stuff out here in the backyard, and we'll just keep moving forward every day. Thank you everybody for showing up and commenting. I love them. I love being able to talk to people around the world who actually are showing up on my little page. I'm not asking anybody to subscribe. There's no subscribers. I'm not making no money on this. This is just me posting, you know, for myself, to follow myself, to see what I've done, how much I've improved. I do go back and look on occasions back, you know, 6 months, 9 months, you know, a year ago, to see where I was at now, to see where I'm at now. And I know I need to trim some of this down because the winter, you know, was really cold and wet around here, so I need to get back out here and get sweating again. Thank you, and I will see you all tomorrow for push day.